I just bought a £5,000 Mercedes-Benz CL500.
This car cost over £100,000 back in 2010.
I actually won this car at an auction, but there was one small problem. It was 400 miles away in Scotland. So we jumped on a plane to go and pick it up and see it in person for the very first time. This thing used to be the flagship Mercedes Coupe. It had every bit of tech you could imagine, and now it's worth less than a used Fiesta. My current daily is a 2012 Range Rover Westminster, a big SUV with a 4.4 litre twin-turbo diesel V8. To me, it's almost the perfect car, but I wanted to see if a big luxury barge like the CL could actually turn my head. Today, we're going to find out if I've just bought the bargain of the century, or if this luxury cruiser's 15-year fall from grace is about to completely bankrupt me. And to kick things off, we had to drive it nearly 400 miles home, a proper baptism of fire.
Right, we are in your new Mercedes. 400 miles, coming up 7 hours away. That was possibly the weirdest buying experience of my life.
In all the best possible way, but something's wrong. He's picked us up from the airport in his car. I offered to pay the charge for the airport pickup. He paid.
He said no. He said, no, don't worry.
And then we're driving along in the car, and he said, oh, by the way, I've filled it up for you as well. I've put a full tank in it. This is a 90-litre tank.
This car has an entire full tank, and that's not like I've filled it up, I've put 20 quid in it. That's brimmed. He's hit the click and then gone click, 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 click.
We've gone in his house, he's got tea and biscuits, and
he said, my wife will kill me if you don't have a biscuit. But the nicest man not just the nicest car deal, I think the nicest man I've ever met.
Something's wrong with the world that I feel something's wrong because of it. Yeah. Someone just being actually genuinely nice.
The important question, which one stays? Is it the Range Rover or is it the Merc? What is the first feeling?
This is nice. It's more comfortable than the Range, as in like the seat is more comfortable, the ride is about as good, if not better.
Right, well, should we get some miles under the belt and then we'll check back in an hour or two?
We are 2 to 3 hours deep.
Yes.
Into the CL500. It's going well.
It's going very well. I'd say, it's peaceful, perhaps too peaceful. There is one off, but you failed to mention this. There's one issue with this car, and what is it?
There's no audio at all, like nothing. No radio, no music, no sound at all. It has an amplifier issue, which I did know about. I spoke with David about this. This is actually the reason why he said he left his private plate on it, because it's worth a few £100, and apparently to fix the amplifier is a few £100. Again, just more proof that it's just the nicest man ever, because the silence is deafening.
Other than that though, this is quite a splendid place to be.
To do this journey. It's a little wobble from the rear somewhere, or a wheel or something, which I need to have a look at.
We've been doing 70 the whole time, between 10 and 70, and I'm sure beyond, I can't say for sure, I'm sure beyond that, it'll be just as silent as each other. There's no more wind noise. In fact, hit the horn.
It's miles away. 70 mile an hour, it was cruising at about 1500 RPM. I have done 106 miles and averaged 27 mpg.
Compared to the Range Rover?
The Range Rover's probably a little bit more than that on a long run.
Right, we'll update you as we go, but right now, it's going well.
It is finally here. Holy's Halloween drop has just gone live, and honestly, the new flavours are unreal.
We've got tangerine tarantula, blood orange bat, cherry cheetah, and the classic pomegranate piranha. And every single bundle comes with a 1 litre thermo shaker.
Normally it's $79.89, but right now it's just $69.99, and that's before you use our discount codes. We've got 2DC5 for £5 off your first order, and 2DC for 10% off of every single order after that.
If you don't know what Holy is, they are great tasting, healthy alternatives to the usual sugar-filled drinks that you'd buy in shops.
To get started, you can get the Halloween starter set, which comes with 4 sample boxes, all of the Halloween flavours, plus a black shaker, all for $44.99. Or for just £20 more, you can get one of the 1 litre shakers. So
hit the link in the description, grab your flavour, and don't forget, 2DC5 gets you £5 off your first order, and then 2DC gets you 10% off any order after then. The CL actually made it back down south without any major dramas, but there were a few little jobs I wanted to sort out before putting more miles on it. On a cold start, there was this really obvious squeak coming from the auxiliary belt, so I decided to swap out the belt, tensioner, and a couple of noisy pulleys, all new parts from Webby Bilstein. While I was in there, I also needed to chase down the worrying groaning noise from the hydraulic pump. These cars have active body control suspension. It's a clever hydraulic setup, but the pump is known to be a bit fragile. Thankfully, the noise turned out to be from something called a pulsation dampener. It's not cheap at around £250, but it is a nice easy DIY fix,
And with that sorted, the CL was back to its best. So here it is. 1,000 miles later, I've been dailying this for a week. Still here, still seems to be running, only a couple of issues, but we'll get to that. But this is my, new to me, CL 500 AMG pack. This is basically a two-door S-Class, and it is unnecessary.
No, what's the point? Also, pillarless coupe. There is nothing better. There's just a hole in your car, mate. There's a hole in your car. And the other thing, not only did we drive this back 400 miles, but you've done another 600 miles going to lunch and things. But there's people have had turns sitting in the back, probably for the first time ever in this car. It's lovely. I'd honestly say it's just as comfortable in the back as it is in the front. Oh.
It knows.
It knows when your legs are there.
If it touches a leg, it goes, I'll move forward for you, sir.
You're comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
And I'm a long human. I'm chilling. That's pretty neat. Oh, thanks, mate. I'll just take that. Thanks. Let's go. There's an L button on a seat. If I click that, I can now change the passenger seat. So we've been having a lot of fun with that when Ben's in the back, just crushing his legs for no reason.
You have the door open. You'll have my favourite feature. You don't need to slam doors in this car. You just.
That's cool. That's so good. So it's an S-Class. It's not an AMG S-Class, but it looks like one.
So this one has an AMG kit on it, which is basically, it's just the body kit, also the mirrors as well. That is what sold this car for me. Normally a CL looks a little bit old man. They're very round, they're just a bit boring. They're normally silver with bright wood trim. But the spec on this one,
lovely. So what engine is it?
5.5 litre V8. So it's sort of like what was in your C50.
Yeah,
but it's not an AMG version.
An evolved version.
382 horsepower.
It's still quick for the price you paid for it.
£5,000.
5 grand. An obscene amount of car for the money. Everyone always says it's a lot of car for your money, but that is the definition of it. Something cool on these, air suspension, all around right.
Hydraulic suspension. Hydraulic, so it's got ABC. It's the good part of the car. It's also the bad part of the car. From what I can see, they're not that bad if you maintain them properly. This one seems okay, it all works, it raises and lowers as it should. The guy I bought it from bought it brand spanking new from Mercedes, so he's one owner.
One owner, £101,000 he spent.
£101,000. He walked into a Mercedes showroom, that car was there, and he said, I would like that car, please, and he's owned it for the last 15 years.
Actual baller. Also, 2010. Having that sort of money in 2010, so are you a drug cartel member? Look at the quality of the interior on this car. It's immaculate. Like there's no shiny leather, there's no taxi driver scent. Even my Mercedes had a little bit of a whiff of oud de Birmingham, whereas this just smells nice, clean and good. Now I know there's one thing that upsets you.
The headliner. Yes, I like that it's a black headliner, but I'm quite disappointed it's not Alcantara.
That would be nice. The digital screen is cool.
I don't think it's aged that poorly.
No.
You can see that it's a rectangle, it's not an entire screen. The rest are actual physical needles with a sort of screen behind them.
But you don't have the night vision.
No night vision. Again, this is a CL 500. This is the most basic engine and almost the most basic spec. There are a few cool options on this. But no night vision, no radar guided cruise control, but
you do have split view, which is, to me, as a child, the coolest thing in the world.
Almost completely pointless in this day and age, but Range Rovers of a similar generation had the same thing. In fact, my Range Rover has the same thing, where basically you have your screen in the middle, and because it's illegal to watch TV when you drive, apparently, a few companies came out with a thing called split view. There were other names for it. Mercedes was split view, where the passenger could watch TV, watch a DVD, watch whatever they want, while the driver could see the navigation on the same screen. So if you go in the middle like this, you can see it. And the way to control that, if you're the passenger,
look at that,
is this Mercedes-Benz branded remote control. You can change from command to the split view to rear, left, rear right. Isn't that's just so cool. The one thing that has really surprised me on this car is the quality of everything.
Oh, it's really nice. Like that steering wheel.
Just everything about it. The only thing that's crap is these buttons.
Yeah.
These buttons are sticky and a little bit crap and tappy and naff. But everything else is solid. My Range Rover, I know it's 160,000 miles. There's rattles and squeaks and knocks and bangs from the interior. Nothing.
Well, it's perfectly silent for more reasons than one.
Obviously, S-Class Coupe CL. You don't open your own boot. Boot opens for you, and then you can also close the boot with that button there, which I do just randomly sometimes, just to see if other people are looking, and I go,
yeah, just gonna closing my own boot.
Nothing in there at all.
Yeah, no.
A very, very common issue on these cars that the amplifier dies. This has got the Harman Kardon system, which is the slightly upgraded one. It should sound quite nice. We drove it 400 miles home in silence. I've done another 600 miles in silence. I took the amplifier out, which is there in the corner, which is why none of this quite fits at the moment. Sent it off to be repaired. They called me this morning and said, yeah, that can't be repaired. So that was £300. I'm going to get that back, obviously, bar the postage. Used part, £900.
But it might break again.
You know what? My phone sounds amazing. You know what? I just like to whistle. So a few more things on the interior. my favourite thing, that is also completely useless in this day and age, my James Bond style phone pad.
That is what it makes me think of. It is 100% a James Bond. We were talking about, compared to the 7 Series BMW, which also had one, which had a bit of a flaccid peanuts that just kind of, ugh. That is 10 times better.
Also, the cool ass armrest, look. You can have it.
Okay.
Also, my passenger can have it.
Crazy.
And then also, we can have the bit under there as well.
Can you get CarPlay and stuff in it much easier than the Jag?
Much easier than the Jag. So apparently the CarPlay stuff, you take this sort of head unit bit out down here, the CD changer, plug something in the back, route a microphone up there, CarPlay on your original screen using that knob.
That's hot.
So as soon as I've got sound, that is on the list, but at the moment I'm in just complete silence. This car also has cool option, which is ambient lighting. Can't really see it. I'll try and get a picture of it at night. You got 3 colours.
Okay.
Orange, which is very bright.
Okay.
White, which you can barely see.
Yeah.
And blue, which you can barely see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of old school ambient lighting. It's not like a modern Merc where it looks like a strip club inside it. That's an interesting one, that one.
Do you want to try close it first? Yeah.
When did that one?
What's that from?
I did some repairs at the weekend, and I had to take part of the front end of the car apart, and you had to unbolt the hinges. They bolt to the same place though, so how could I have messed that up? So it has a 5.5 litre V8 engine, naturally aspirated. It's very nice.
We'd love to show you. God, we'd love to show you the engine. Oh, it'd be great.
That is new. Shall we go for a drive?
Let's do that. Let's ignore that. Ultimate wafting.
Big waft.
Pure waft. Well, it feels like the 8 Series does, but just nice. The 8 Series still feels very rudimentary. The old one, the E31. This feels nice.
We have all the windows open right now, so it's a bit louder.
If you're watching this video, you've probably heard us film videos where we have a window open and all you hear is Meanwhile, this is just, yeah, so lovely day for it. But using your imagination.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
And like you said, this has the big AMG wheels, and yet it is a really nice soft ride. It doesn't feel crashy, it doesn't feel harsh.
I was very worried buying this car because these have a reputation.
Yeah, they do.
All big luxury cars like this that have depreciated to a certain point, they've done that for a very good reason, and that people normally get hold of them who can't really afford to run them, possibly me, and they run them on a shoestring budget, and that's how things get messed up. That is why I have a good feeling about this car, because it's had one owner, serviced properly.
Yeah, you have 2 issues so far. Yeah. Both have been fixed.
Yep, I had a squeaky aux belt.
Yeah,
which I fixed with a load of Febby Bilstein bits. Pulsation damper, the audio I'm yet to fix. Other than that, everything works.
And now the bonnet.
But
what do you want to do with this car still? Because the idea for this video was we fly up to Scotland, drive the car back, and you would choose when you got home whether to keep this or the Range Rover. But you said you don't want to do that because you want them both.
No, I don't want them. I just haven't quite decided. Unfortunately, the Range Rover is a very, very good car, and I trust it. The Range Rover is the devil I know. Whereas this, I thought, let me give this a few weeks. Let me see how it runs. If it's reliable and you start to get trust with it, then
see how it wrongs you.
I'll see. If it does wrong me, it could be bad times for the CL.
Yeah. The Range Rover is the perfect winter daily.
Yeah.
This would be the perfect summer daily. So you bought it in November.
I've done it all the wrong way round. Entirely the wrong way round.
It still sounds good. It has airs of the C55.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's not fast. It's not pin you to your seat fast. It makes progress at a level it desires.
And this is your first Mercedes.
First Mercedes, and I thought, you know what, I'm going big. I'm going to go big on the seat because now I'm convinced by Mercedes. Everything in here, like even all these buttons, I'm sure they're probably plastic underneath, but they all feel like metal, and that feels like metal, and everything clicks and is soft touch to open, and
it feels like everything has been thought of.
I'm not turning my back on BMW, but I don't know if there's a modern day BMW that does this.
No. Even your F10 M5 was lovely inside, but it wasn't this.
What I'm very annoyed about, this is my one gripe, Mercedes, is I've got a switch down here for my rear blind.
Oh, you've got rear blind?
No. I don't have a rear blind. So I saw that and thought, okay, maybe my rear blind doesn't work. It's quite common for them to stop working. And I had a look, there is just not a rear blind. And I Googled it, and people said, yeah, I have the button, I don't have the blind though. Mercedes, just put something else there. I get it, it's better than a blank. It's difficult to explain and go, what's that do? And I go, nothing.
It's the German idea of a joke. People put the button in, but there's no rear blind.
I was doing some research because I thought this car must have little secret things that people just don't know about, that people would probably never discover in their ownership. And there's one feature that I really like. In an auto, You'll have seen this in traffic, people just hold the brake. And if you've driven an auto, it is kind of annoying. It's not as annoying as a clutch, obviously, but you just hold the brake when you're sat there. You could put it in park, but then you've got to wait for it to shift back to drive, blah, blah, blah. In this, you just press the brake pedal a little bit more, or you double press the brake pedal, and it comes up hold on the screen, and the car goes, I will wait for you. The pedal actually stays there.
Yeah.
It's holding the brake pedal down there.
It's cruise control for brakes.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
So you can press that, take your foot off the brakes, and just sit in traffic.
I just love how unnecessary this car is. Also, they don't make this anymore. They switched from the CL to an S-Class Coupe, which is basically what it was anyway, but they called it an S-Class Coupe, and now they just don't make it anymore. Fits in a very particular era, and now it's not made anymore, which makes this even more cool. A two-door S-Class.
This car is built for no one, but that's why it's cool. Because also, if you're buying an S-Class, if you're buying a big boy S-Class, top of the range, someone's driving you in it.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's driving you in your CL. You don't go, Jeeves, let me jump in the back, mate.
You get out the back of your S-Class, long wheelbase, and you can get in the driver's seat of this and you drive to the south of France.
Exactly.
And then you try and open the bonnet there. See what happens. I'm over the moon with this car. I'm very surprised it's done this many miles without any major issues at all. It is a little bit worrying sometimes. Sometimes I go, this could go really catastrophically wrong. But the trust is building between me and the CL. So thank you very much for watching. There will be more videos in this car. I want to do some modifications, clean it up, get the bonnet open at some point. Maybe we'll have a look under there again.
Maybe.
Hopefully. So if you want to see another Mercedes video where Edwin bought a C55 AMG, you can see that here. We'll see you next week.
I'll get the tunes on.